They say a healthy and a happy woman is a formidable asset in an organization, and a well-being or the well-being of a woman is a compass that guides her through the challenges in her career. I mean, it helps her keep to the course, and of course empowers her to navigate through any storm. But then again, what happens when the well-being has some level of like question mark? That's exactly what we want to talk about today. Welcome to the Women Series program, where we capture developments and stories that impact women. I am Ayomide Oguntoye. In the last 3 weeks thereabouts, we've talked about the importance of the health of a woman and how it plays an important role in their productivity, even at an individual level and of course at the national level. Yes, at the end, the overall level of what's it called now? The nation. Yes, how it plays an important role in nation development. And of course, today we are diving into that same course. But of course, today we want to talk about it from the health maintenance organizations and how they play an important role in helping women also, perform optimally and be productive in their career space. And today I have with me Ayobami, my namesake, Will. Ayo. Yes, Ayobami Adeyemi Adebo, the team lead energy from Leadway Health. Hello, Ayo. How are you doing? Do you get called Ayo or Ayomide? Ayobami.
I get called Bam Bam.
Bam Bam, really?
Yeah.
I have different variations to my name as well. Sometimes people call me AY. So I know certain people that call
AY.
me AY.
AY is common.
There is Mide, there is Ayomide. So I have different variations, and I know the specific people that call me the way they do.
Yeah, I have the AY, I have the Ayo Bam Bam. I have the Bam Bam. A lot of Bam Bam.
I have
really.
Yomi, I have Ayomi.
Of course, I have a few person, just one unique person calls Ayomi.
I know that.
One unique person
we know that. We know that. We know who that is. We know that. But it's so great to share my couch with you.
Thank you.
Looking forward to an interesting conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So let's start with you are a mother and you work in the corporate space. Majorly, before we go into, there have been different conversations around women and their health and how organizations need to pay a certain attention to how women are being productive in their office space or in their workspace. And of course, it speaks to both the health, both the mental and the physical. But let's just merge both together. In your opinion, why is it important for us to focus on women's health in the professional setting environment?
Okay, so for me, I'd say that is it's important for every organization to focus on the well-being of their women, as much as they do their men.
Yeah, true.
It ensures that every woman in your workspace live a healthier, fuller lives. Live healthier, fuller lives. It also sort of empower them in their decision making, both in their personal lives and in their professional lives as well. So they are not laid back, thinking I have something that I'm faced with. I have some medical challenges. My company is not even paying attention to. So it's important we do this so that they live their best life. They're productive. They're giving the best to the organization as well, and they're empowered when it comes to decision making.
Yeah, right. So for you as a mother, not just mother of twins, let's hear from your own personal experience. How have you been able to navigate taking care of the home, taking care of the twins, not just one, taking care of the twins, now also merging that with, deliverables in the office?
Okay, so interesting. A bit of my journey, a bit of my background. I waited 8 years.
Wow.
And I'd like to say, I make it here in the open. My organization contributed 150 over 100 into making me being a mother. So there's no way I'll be distracted so much with caregiving at home and then suffer my workplace. So my CEO, Dr. Tokumbali, played a very key role. I've had IVF done, and then I remember him calling me one time, you're over 40, what are we waiting for? We had a chat while you're trying to be employed, because he had daunted me from another HMO. And then he mentioned that, so you said you were going to do another cycle this year or something like that. What's delaying you? And I remember I said to him that, I'm just barely 6 months. I'm waiting to be fully staffed. I want to be confirmed, and then I can start then thinking. So that's how I can be. I give it all of me. I was particular about my workplace, giving all of me to lead with, and then not exactly remembering that I wanted another cycle. And then he mentioned that, oh, no, who says, we're a family, everybody is together. And then he took it upon himself. He sourced my IVF doctor for me. She's not even the popular brand, the popular name, popular hospital that you know. She's just one simple female doctor that dived straight into fertility immediately after her housemanship. And then she's quite good. At least after my treatment, I've had to introduce quite a number of women waiting in my circle, and they've also gotten results. So my organization, going back to the question, they played a very huge role. They played a very huge role in me becoming even a mother after 8 years of waiting my marriage. So let me say that about the time I ended 3 months maternity leave, I came to my boss pleading to allow me do hybrid, not resume. Okay, I had my babies in July. I pleaded not to resume in November when I was supposed to return back to work. I wanted to return in January. I wanted to still, be coming to work maybe Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and gradually be detangling from the children and not, I was already ready to emotionally attach. And I was looking at it like, oh, it's going to be difficult to move away from home. But he said to me that it's better for you to move back to work. My husband went with me, and they both had that agreement, even when I was busy greeting the team members. That it's better for her so that she can ease back to work. Let her not take this off period. And that's how I bounced back to work when I had no choice. I returned back to work, and so be it. I have a good nanny, really. But then you can't leave your nanny to all of it. I still get to arrange my children, arrange what they wear, arrange their feeding, provide their meal all day, put in the fridge, put in their warmer and all of those. Just ensure that everything is fine before leaving. And once I get to the office space, his office, I rarely will call him. The only thing I get to do is watch my camera. I have a CCTV camera. My husband is into CCTV camera installations. So we have a home. And then I just check in once in a while. So just say that everything is fine. I have that peace of mind that everything I left at home is good. And when I return back, we face it again.
Look at me grinning. Look at me grinning. Such an inspiring and emotional story. Having to wait for 8 years. 8 years. 8 years, and now we have our bundle of joy. That's very interesting. And of course, the most important thing is that, just as you noted, is the fact that your company played a huge role in helping or seeing that came through. But would you say that this is happening to you, or this happened to you because of the line that you are?
No, I believe that I've seen other organizations that we offer HMO services. For example, there's a company really that we're providing something for in terms of IVF. They just called us, let's partner in the area of women in our space, waiting to be mothers. So like they're in waiting room. We also, apart from the standard HMO plan they have for them, they're also, setting up something with us in the area of fertility and IVF, such that we oversee the IVF treatment for women in their space. So there are other organizations doing it, not just because it's HMO.
Oh, yeah, right. So now you've spoken so much about fertility and helping women, which of course I think it's
everywhere.
It's a huge thing. People are going through
issue.
That's
in fact, you place 10 women down, maybe like 7 are in the waiting room.
So it's quite important to, and I think that's one plan. We'll get to the plans, but before we get to the plan, what are the things you think that HMOs, those are health maintenance organizations, need to do to improve apart from fertility? There is also the care. There's also caregiving parts.
Mental health.
There's also mental health. There's also, there are quite a number of things
medical screenings.
that are related to helping women also achieve in their space. What are the things that you think that HMOs should also be looking into apart from infertility?
Okay, so like I said, I mentioned earlier, HMO doesn't really give fertility treatments. They only give investigations. They can only offer you investigations to know where you're focused, and of course at a limit. Every plan has its limit. But HMOs, I think, let's talk about them partnering with organizations now to ensure that women are very efficient in their workspace. Speaking to the likes of ensuring annual health screening like the likes of pap smear, mammogram. This ensures
HPV.
early detection. So oh, I don't have this, I don't have to worry, but I have this, I have to worry about it. Or it just ensures that through the 12 months calendar year, you're certain that you're fine. And then you're checking again the next year. The things you have to check every year. Mammogram is always above 40. You check every 3 years. Pap smear also like every maybe two years. Apart from all these screenings, ensure that I think HMOs and also the organizations to ensure they develop EAPs. I mean, employee assistance programs, where they can focus on mental health. They can tailor it to things that pertains to women and being productive in their workspace and in their personal life as well.
Yeah.
Like for us at a company, we have partnered with a team called, these are a team of psychiatrists, psychologists, mental doctors. Oh, and I say to people, mental health is not until you end up in Yaba
hospital.
And then not until you end up in Arrow. People have a wrong, idea about this. It's not. Mental health is a lot. We see people jumping off the lagoon. They are even healthy. They're healthy. They look healthy. They are healthy, really, too. They have everything of life. You see people driving very exclusive vehicles to terminal to want to drop off the bridge and just take their lives. It's a lot that people are faced with. So I think they should partner with HMOs to offer EAPs in the organization and also through the health maintenance organization, so that maybe on a quarterly there can be seminars that focuses on mental health, fitness, focuses on maintaining healthy work-life balance.
That's important.
That's a lot. Maintaining, focusing on caregiving at home, ensuring that you're not letting one part, one part is not suffering from the other.
You're right. I mean, you've quite embodied this conversation, but one important thing that people get skeptical about is the financial aspect to it, or the monetary aspect that comes with it. Would you mind clearing or making certain clarifications about the costs? I mean, because I know that of course it's a conversation between organizations, not individuals. But I know that individuals also have their own plans.
We have retail plans.
Yeah, exactly. But in terms of the costs and what are the financial implications of it? I mean, let's clear that.
Okay, so I'd say that HMOs, as much as we're all faced with inflation, and the happenings of the world in economy, HMOs are also faced with this. Cost of medical care and have now skyrocketed. I mean, even in the abroad, not only in Nigeria. I'm aware that someone once told me that in the US, the time you call 911, for them to come to your aid, I'm not sure if this is true. There has to be a certain amount of money you pay for them to come to you to attend to you. While they're taking care of you in the ambulance and moving into your point of comfort, maybe the hospital. So cost of medical care is not cheap. It's all over the news that Augmentin went from a certain thousand, maybe 2,000, into like 17,000.
Yeah.
Which, let me say, an average minimum wage salary earner. How are they going to afford an Augmentin? But when you work with organizations that understand the importance of healthcare and well-being of their members, female, male, as the case may be, then you have it all. Because somebody has set the ball rolling for the whole year. So you have a family, you're married, you're also single. When you feel down, you can walk into the hospital, access care at no cost, because there's someone that, the organization felt your worth and they paid something for the year. Now, HMO has different plans. Plans, differs. There's the mid-level, low-level, high-level. Some organizations look at it that all animals are equal, though some are more equal than the others. But some organizations, we've seen it all. Some organizations will put everybody, even the CEO, on the same plan. Some organizations will put you based on your cadre, which is still fair enough. At least they've done something for you. We have, for Leadway Health, as a company, we have plans as cheap as 55,000, 65,000, into 500 and something thousand. We also have international plans for executives like chairman, the CEO, and all of those that are well-traveled. They travel a lot, and they might fall ill whenever they're out of the country, and they can access healthcare everywhere in the world, UK, US, and all of those. But locally, we have good plans that everyone can afford to buy. And then we are very flexible when it comes to getting payment. As an organization, we also understand that, and we also would think that the other party to understand also prompts payment. We can spread payments across a quarter, across like quarterly, biannual. It depends on the pool of your premium, So we make it easy and affordable for people to dive into. We also have retail plans We're individuals like you and I mentioned something earlier. If I leave the 9 to 5 space, I must still ensure that my family gets HMO. I remember my babies came as premature at 7 months and were in incubator for 3.5 months. So imagine if I didn't have an HMO. At that point, I would have been on my own, and it would have been a lot of cost.
Burden.
It would be a whole lot of burden. The very first hospital that we were, I remember them giving us like a small note telling us how neonatal care can be very expensive. Neonatal care is when you have premature babies, can be expensive. So you can raise funds through your mosque, raise funds through your church, raise funds through your social cycle. And I was very scared that, so thank God I have an HMO. So if I don't have an HMO plan, I'd have been running from pillar to pole, or be taken out of all that I have to ensure that my babies go home with me. So HMO is very key. You can't overemphasize the importance of having an HMO. Be it a small, medium enterprise, you have just 5 staff, you have 10 staff. There's always a plan for everyone. That's what we've done as a company. We even have plans for senior citizens in the society. So parents that are above 60 after your retirement age, there's also a plan for them.
Yeah, right. That's very key. That's key coming from Leadway Health. But moving on, the major thing is for organizations to help and assist their female employees to do better and be productive through ensuring that their well-being is catered for. What's in your own perspective, what do you think that they should focus now for people that do not have HMO plans for their staff? What do you think that they should be like the go-to now? Like after this conversation, what should they do here?
After this conversation, I believe that everyone that is watching ProShare Web TV should get a HMO plan for their members.
Yeah.
Female, male. So we are in the space where women are doing a lot of very viable things in the society now. And then you don't want to lose a good hand because there's no provision for healthcare. So somebody just comes to work and then falls down and slip into, maybe come out, something just happened. And there's no health plan available for such care. And you then start taking from companies' funds to support the cost. Well, we should have provided a healthcare plan. So companies that are not still doing this, I'm imploring you, I'm pleading, I'm begging, let's get an HMO plan for our members. It's key.
Yeah,
it's key.
Right.
It ensures that you have proactive and productive workforce.
That's very.
So people are not giving you excuses. I'm not feeling well. I don't have a HMO plan, or getting to say, give me salary in advance. I want to go to the hospital. There's a surgery I need to do. Please give me salary in advance. No, all of this HMO caters through surgeries, speaking to optical, dental, maternal care, infant care, mental care, mental health, not to emphasize.
Yeah.
We have EAP, and then we partner with Grey Insight. I remember now. Grey Insight is a fantastic team of psychologists, doctors that are doing great in Lagos as we speak in Nigeria today.
Yeah,
and we don't have to be in the conversations. We just only arrange your sessions. We also are very big on telemedicine. You can be here, you're not feeling too well, and you don't want to go to the hospital. You can also speak with a team of medical doctors via telemedicine consultation. Speaking to somebody on the phone, using our Enrolling mobile app. Once you sign up with us, you have Enrolling mobile app, and it's most downloaded mobile app today in the country.
Yeah, right. That's such a good way to end today's conversation onto the fact that it is important for us to take care of our wealth, take care of our health, because health, they say, is wealth. Is wealth. Thank you very much, Ayobami. It was great speaking with you. I hope I get to speak with you some other time.
I'm available.
Yeah, glad we had to do this.
I'm always available.
Thank you so much
for having me.
Yeah. And on that note, we end today's conversation. I hope you've been able to pick one thing or two about the importance of your well-being as a woman, and how organizations can also play an important role in helping women achieve productivity through their well-being. If you'd like to read more of our financial news, log on to www.proshare.co. Follow us on all our social media platforms showing on the screen. And until next month, first, happy holidays, and I'll see you next month. Bye.